Well, all right. Happy part two of No, You're Not Going Crazy. These are simply ascension symptoms that are happening for us as a planet. My name is Coach Lois. I am a podcaster and transformational coach, plant medicine woman, as well as microdosing coach, here to guide you in this ascension process. I know it's a crazy time. A lot of people are experiencing health challenges. A lot of people are experiencing financial challenges. There's a lot of partnerships and different things that are happening in our world that are making people question their sanity for real. And I wanted to come out and be public about this conversation, partially because Friday, March 17th, I have an amazing, amazing live guest in Caitlin Aubrey. She is an Ascension symptoms specialist. She's actually been someone who's helped me process through some ascension symptoms that were really quite intense. And I shared the first 13 symptoms yesterday that a lot of times, you might end up going to a doctor for, and they don't know how to help. You might even not actually possibly think you're going crazy, or think that maybe you should have some medications or see a therapist. And again, I want to disclose absolutely, if that's what is needed and necessary. I just want to make that clear. It's really important that you take care of yourself and listen to your body, and make sure that you don't go and not take care of yourself, right? So yesterday I talked about the first 13. Today I'm going to talk about the second half, the total of 26 symptoms that I just really want to encourage you to tune in and see if any of these resonate with you. And if they do, tune in on Friday for my live podcast at 11 a.m. Pacific with Caitlin, or reach out to me and let me know if I can help. It's a huge passion of mine. It's why I closed my sales coaching practice. I still can work with people one-on-one, but I really, 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 really wanted to help people heal, to help people process these triggers and these traumas and these emotions that are bubbling up to the surface that, yes, can make you feel like you're going insane. So if you missed the first episode, check it out. Those first 13 are really telling, really, really, really important to be aware of. But then the second round, actually really, really common symptoms in life. So that's why I just want to make sure that you're aware, and you can actually think about how you're going to navigate through this. So symptom number 14 that you might be going through an ascension process. Have you noticed a disappearance of friends, a change in your habits, a change in your job? Hello, great resident. Maybe even a shift in wanting to move. I've had a change in relationships. If you've seen partnerships breaking up, if you thought you were breaking up, my husband and I have shared with you guys before, I thought I was going to get a divorce, and actually it turns out that was actually a part of the ascension process. So just be aware, the Age of Aquarius is all about meaningful relationships, meaningful work, meaningful income. And so if you've had some shifts around that, just be aware that that may be happening for you. I just noticed that I had a technology glitch, so I hope you guys can hear me. Symptom number 15 is you just can't do certain things anymore. Maybe you used to like to work out a lot, and now you're not so. Or maybe there's certain events that you like to go to, but now they don't call to you. Maybe there's certain hobbies that you don't feel like doing anymore. It's an ascension symptom. Symptom 16, you may have days of extreme fatigue. And no, you're not sick. Ascension symptoms aren't disease or sickness. You just got to rest. Your body's healing. Your body's upgraded. So that extreme fatigue is a part of you shedding your old skin and bringing in new DNA strands, activations of codes, things of that nature. So it's very, very normal. Now, yesterday I said one of them where you maybe don't like eating as much. The extreme of that, of course, is you want to eat a lot. You feel like eating a lot. So I would just urge you to not, overeat and binge, but just eat nourishing foods. But it's trying to help you regulate your blood as you're going through the ascension process, as you're being upgraded. Emotional bounds, roller coaster ride. I know that one a little bit too well. I'm still experiencing it from time to time. It's normal because you are evolving as a human. You are changing as a being. The next one is a feeling of wanting to go home. Like that kind of goes along with what I talked about earlier about zip codes, but a feeling you want to go home, like you're not at home here in this body. And again, I do believe that's why suicide may be going up and mass shootings and different things, because people aren't quite, understanding what's happening. But just be patient. You're evolving and your home is here. And you just got to be healthy, whole, and really mindful and taking care of yourself and taking even sometimes just one day at a time. You can feel like you're going insane. I have had that. It's also partially why I microdose with psilocybin, just to stay, even more connected to my higher self, to my inner self, more meditation, more breath work, just to work through some of those moments of insanity. You may feel like you're losing your mind. Again, ascension symptom. Um, Anxiety and panic. I have had that. That kind of goes with the one that I just shared with you. Just be aware. If you feel like it, talk to a doctor, talk to a friend, talk to someone who understands ascension symptoms. Be gentle with yourself. Breathe. Yoga, movement, running, exercise, and hydration have never been more important than right now. You may also feel depressed. I admittedly have been feeling that one fairly common. And since I knew and have been studying about ascension symptoms, I just know that again, it's because I'm changing, I'm shifting, I'm evolving the way things were and the way things are going to be. A lot of times depression is about living in the past, right? And as things shift, you also are sort of not really knowing who you are. So it's very, very possible that depression will be one of your symptoms. Vivid dreams or even nightmares. I've had this one. Oh my gosh, I've had some really crazy dreams. It's a great time to keep a dream journal. I believe it's a lot of subconscious healing and wounds and traumas being purged and cleansed from your system so you can ascend. Just be aware that that's normal. Night sweats. Night sweats is hi there. Welcome. I'm guessing that this is Chris. I can't see your name, but I'm guessing that this is Chris. So welcome. Thank you for joining. And if you feel value in this episode, please hit the share button. You may save a life. You may help keep someone sane, honestly. So please hit the share button. Night sweats is a common one. So as you're evolving and your body's changing, it's no different than in some ways menopausal symptoms, right? So you're evolving and changing. So night sweats is very common. And then of course your plans suddenly change. I've had that. Oh my gosh, my business has changed a lot. My moving plans change every month. Um, Friendship plans change every month. Like I can't set goals anymore right now. Honestly, I even coach on the 12-week year still. And it's really, really hard for me to tell people to set 12-week year goals because plans are changing all the time. And you might feel like you're not committed. You might judge yourself. So just be gentle with yourself. This is happening for everybody, whether they recognize it or not. And then last but not least, you may have created a really scary situation. You may have a scary situation in your life right now that you can't explain. And it's happening for you, not to you. I believe we actually chose this experience. We chose to ascend. We chose to be alive at this time. And again, we're going to talk more about that on the Friday show. I'm going to be doing an Instagram live about all of this and how I've been navigating these ascension symptoms. Besides breath work, Kundalini yoga, plant medicine, really dialing in on my nutrition and having support, having community. Those have been my highlights. And there's going to be a lot more where that came from. So if you want to tune in, check out my Instagram account. On Thursday, I'll be doing an Instagram live. And then Friday at 11 a.m., I'll have Caitlin Aubrey on here talking about ascension symptoms and how to navigate them, as well as ancestral healing. If you have questions about this, if any of this confuses you or resonates with you, either way, it's probably one of the both, email me, lois@loiskofi.com. I will put in the notes, also the article where I got these symptoms and 100% spot on. These are all symptoms that I've experienced with very, very few exceptions, all 26. So be kind to yourself and others. A lot of people are experiencing these ascension symptoms and not knowing it. And so definitely share this episode with them. Tune in to Healthy and Wealthy and Wise. I'm going to be talking more and more about this awakening that we're having as a planet. And it's really, really important for me that there's an awareness built around this more and more. Because again, it can be very challenging, but it doesn't have to be. So until next time, guys, here's to your best health, your best wealth, and your best wisdom. Bye bye.